Hi, today we're going to learn how to use VPN to stay secure and private online. Wow, this is a tough job. Just kidding. When you use NordVPN, all it takes is just a single click. See for yourself. Click, and you're browsing securely on public Wi-Fi. Click, your ISP can't see what you do online. Click, and you're in a different country. Well, virtually. Any device you have there, NordVPN has you covered. Everything else is just details. But if you care to know more, NordVPN has more than 5,000 servers all over the world. It protects your sensitive data with advanced encryption, shields you from malware and phishing sites, and keeps no logs of your online activity.
Click link in the description and get 68% discount for your first order. Preparation. Preview the attractions in the park before your visit. Try previewing each attraction or show on YouTube, or take a peek at the ride through photos from others. Learn from what others see. This can help decide which rides and attractions will take priority during your visit. Recognize that there are few other real theme park options in Carlsbad. If you are willing to drive for about an hour or so, a wealth of other choices exist in the nearby Los Angeles and Anaheim, CA area. Drive and park to the parking lot for Legoland. The address to this park is located at 1 Legoland Drive, Carlsbad. The cost to park your car at Legoland will run you about for cars and upwards from there depending on the complexity of your vehicle. Enter through the turnstiles. The beginning. Get to know this area. This area is the primary shopping and guest services area for the park. Become friends with the 9-foot-tall, green as of real pictures dinosaur, though the Legoland website says it is Fire Engine Red, who is completely made of Lego blocks at the front of the park. If you can you can make up his own name for your own records as you get there. Explore Island. Ride on Coastersaurus if you love roller coasters. Although short, the ride operators will send their guests around this out and back coaster track twice before returning to the station. Have your child dig in the Dig Those Dinos pit. Much like a few digging areas of some of the Disney parks, this digging pit will allow your child to dig for dinosaur bones in the sandpit. Duplo Village. Get used to this area if you have children younger than 4 years old for some rides and about 8 years old for others. Much like what Duplo is meant to be for, this Duplo-based area is designed to work in the age factors younger than age 4. Get to see the revised tales of many fairy tales you might have told your kids on the whimsical ride in Fairy Tale Brook. This whimsical ride is fairly slow and is easy to explain to your kids as they ride around in this slow-moving boat. Watch your kids laugh on Safari Trek. This Jeep Safari will have your kids laughing at the cute bricked animals made completely of Lego/Duplo blocks. Look at a real movie set from the movie The Lego Movie in an exhibit called the Lego Movie Experience. Look at the fine craftsmanship of the area to see just what detail goes into making the famed Lego Movie on such a small size. With the magnifying glasses, you can see anything too small to see all of the finer points. Fun Town. Obtain a Legoland driver's license after you've driven in an official real electric Legoland car at Legoland Driving School. Much like that of the Tomorrowland Speedway in Walt Disney World, Florida, or Autopia at Disneyland nearby, this will have you and your kids driving these Legoland cars around like a pro. If your kids aren't up to driving cars yet, walk up to the junior driving school instead. There, they don't even have to worry about driving and can be left up to sit in the car and watch it move around a circular track by themselves, looking at all the other Lego stuff nearby. Take a tour of a Lego factory in the Lego Factory Tour building, and nearby stock up on some of your missing Lego parts arranged by color and type. Get healthy with the Police and Fire Academy as you help pump levers to help put out fake fires and help stop bad guys with water guns that can shoot far distances. Hop aboard a Lego boat in the Skipper School and see what your children can spot in these interesting Lego creations. However, arrive early at rope drop time to this attraction, or come later when lines have significantly cooled down. See all of Funtown differently from above in whimsical metal-railed LEGO creative transport vehicles in the Sky Cruiser attraction. This motorized vehicle is much similar to People Mover in Walt Disney World. However, due to this vehicle's transportation being by foot power and by the same method as a bicycle, guests should be in shape enough and have some knowledge of bicycle riding to ride this attraction. Ride the Sky Patrol attraction once. To get an idea of what it takes for this ride, as the helicopter spins around in a circle, you can change its direction via the steering wheel in front of you. However, these helicopters move around super slowly that this really isn't a great place to go if you are psyched for faster action items to try. Pirate Shores. Realize that this area is a seasonal-only area. Most of these attractions in this area/land are only open during a certain season since most of this area. Ride the pirate boat attraction, called Captain Cranky's Challenge, which swings in circles and back and forth at a medium cyclic speed. This attraction is open all year long. Pass by the Treasure Falls attraction, which is their rather dull log flume ride. Not only is the attraction out in the outside during the time, but the drops aren't that high or powerful. This attraction is the only other ride in this area that is open year-round. It completely soaked at soak-in sale. All of these attractions feature water attractions. And if that's not enough, they even have a piece that can come pouring down on you at all times of the year. The bad thing is it's a seasonal attraction. Ride the log flume ride known as Pirate Reef. When it is open, it is seasonal. This ride has larger drops and even has a bridge near the drop zone when people pass under it. This ride is more popular than Treasure Falls in terms of intensity, but even those LEGO enthusiasts will love its LEGO creations near the track's border. Shoot water from the cannons at the innocent bystanders or the other ride boats who decide to shoot water back at you at the slow water ride known as Splash Battle as you take a look at some of the LEGO creations near this attraction. This attraction is a seasonal attraction. Let the younger guests soak up some cool water to cool them off on Swabby's deck. This is a seasonal attraction. Castle Hill. Let your kids draw out their energy in the Hideaways attraction. With all the catwalks and rope ladders, play areas and what, there's no telling when the kids will want to stop. This attraction has one area where there are many larger-than-life LEGO blocks that your kids can play with. However, with all the energy busting of this attraction, keep an eye on your kids when they tend to lose strength and break free from becoming cranky for the remainder of the day. Don't overpsych your kids on this attraction. Otherwise, you may lag behind the rest of the day. Hope to not become dizzy on Knight's Tournament. This robotic arm will spin you around upside down and close to inside out with safety barriers in place. And with a selection of intensities to choose from, there's no telling how wild your particular ride can be until you choose one of the predetermined levels. Let your younger riders take part in their own medieval joust on Royal Joust. This attraction can be amusing to the parents, but it is especially meant for the children. Ride the Dragon. This part roller coaster, part LEGO-looking attraction will leave you baffled before you even realize it's over. Although this ride features several corkscrew turns at a moderate intensity level, it doesn't get much beyond that. However, out of the starting gate, this attraction doesn't accelerate much to show you all the LEGO items constructed to show you. Land of Adventure. Ride Beetle Bounce with your kids. Though not wild in the least, this attraction will leave your kids jumpy for a few minutes and want to make them become more like the beetle that all kids think they are. This ride raises them about 15 feet in the air, then bounces them back to earth rather gently. Ride the classic, whip-style amusement park attraction called Cargo Ace. On the suspended fixed track, you and your kids can soar round and round for a few minutes to make your children think they've taken flight in the airplane-themed ride vehicle, which will raise them no higher than 6 feet above the ground. Pass on Dune Raiders. Although featured to be a LEGO-styled wave slide, it is just that, a slide. It might have a few pairs of double helix corkscrews, but it won't rock your roller coaster mind when you get up to the top and later end up at the bottom there for many enthusiasts. Explore a LEGO-themed medieval Egyptian castle in the Lost Kingdom adventure ride. Although not fast, most people find it rather interesting to see all the LEGO creations here. Each room tells its own story, so explore each room as the ride unfurls. Imagination Zone. Let your child play among many pounds worth of Duplo blocks in the Duplo Playtown exhibit. Try to build and program a LEGO Mindstorm robot in the LEGO Mindstorms attraction. For many, you'll need to make special reservations at the building inside the Imagination Zone area. Again, this attraction also tries to suit school hours nearby 10. Ride the LEGO Technic Coaster, a full-blown roller coaster. Though themed as being in the LEGO Technic style, this attraction is actually nothing like a LEGO Technic complexity and is full-blown metal on metal. Get your family together and play in the Xbox WB Games Family Game Space Center. Miniland, USA. Find this section. It is located around the lake near the front of the park. If you were looking at your map, it would be on your right-hand side, near the bridge that crosses from Funtown/Duplo Village. Recognize that this section is the one section that makes Legoland Parks so famous to anyone and everyone who visits. It is this famous thanks to the creations that are created here. Look at all the minute details of each Lego block item that has been constructed. Each item has so much detail, and it was all made to be so realistic. Look for historical figures and pop icons in the Block of Fame section of Miniland. This section houses not only George Washington, but other famous people as well. Look for lakeshore villages in the Coast Cruise section nearest the lake section of the park. Visit Las Vegas famous sites Lego styled in the Las Vegas section of Miniland. Look for some famous New England harbors and lighthouses in the New England Harbor section of Miniland. Look for the famous New Orleans riverboat and French Reconstruction-styled New Orleans house in the New Orleans section of Miniland. Look at the sights of New York, the city that never sleeps. Whether it's the Empire State Building or its Freedom Tower or it's one of many other skyrises in Legos, the New York section should have it all. Take a peek at the San Francisco section. You'll get to see the Golden Gate Bridge in Legos, along with other things that make San Francisco stand out from all the other cities in the country. See some of Southern California's finest pieces in the Southern California section of Miniland. Whether it's the Griffith Park Observatory or Grauman's Chinese Theater, the intricate details are intense and make this section stand out. Look into the elaborate work in the Washington, D.C. section. The designers even tried to portray the election outcomes of each of the last few presidents we've had since the park opened in 1999. The Washington, D.C. section houses such sites as the Lincoln Memorial, the Capitol, and Washington Monument. Look in the model shop to see just what other ideas are on the team's horizon as they build some new models for the park. Water everywhere water parks. Look for their older water park called the Legoland Water Park. Sometimes classics are great, and this classic is no different than the mainstream phrase. Look for Legoland's newest water park in Legoland, California, Legoland Chima Water Park. Having opened in July 2014, this area will be adjusted over time.